Happy New Comic Book Day, everyone. It's Nick from Comic Culture. Let's take a peek and see what I picked up this week over at Cadets. All right, welcome back, everyone. Again, happy New Comic Book Day. Happy Whiplash Wednesday. Links will be down below in the description for the PCP Army Bad Batch. Stuff coming out all day long and all week. Check those guys out for sure. Also, all these books are presented by Cadets Toys and Comics. Thank you so much, guys, for ordering these books, putting them in, handling all the pull lists, all that stuff. It's a lot of hard work. If you guys are knowledgeable about what all goes into all that, it's pretty intense. So I appreciate those guys doing it all for me, and they make it super easy. If you're local in the area, check them out. Links will be down below in the description. You can set up a poll list with them. Really cool guys, cool place to hang out. If you head over there, let me know, hit me up, DM me, do something. I'll be glad to come out there and chat about some books with you guys. So let's go take a peek and see what I got. So we have this amazing SpiderMan 92 Beyond issue here. So just giving me a little bit more context of what's going on. Again, as I keep saying, I'm kind of picking up these issues to get oriented into the story, get a little backstory before the new creative team takes over. So that's why I'm jumping in now. I've been reading the last 4 or 5 whatever issues. So they haven't been that bad. Full reviews on all these books will be out on Friday at Nick at Night. So stay tuned to that. We also have the X Lives of Wolverine issue number 5. This is the conclusion of this run. We have X Deaths as well coming out next week. And so, we're going to be picking this up, seeing what's going on. I do prefer X Deaths more than X Lives. And but there's a little bit of something for everybody in both of these runs. So this is going to be the end of this one, and we'll have X Deaths later. I think it's going to be the other half of this connecting cover, probably, with like Wolverine right here going out to the side. So I am excited to kind of, put those together and see what's going on there. We also have Jason Aaron over on the Avengers number 54. Judgment is coming. I picked this up just to kind of touch base. I heard it's like a soft key. We got the Red Panther, whatever, the red suit. And so I'm just kind of touching in. I actually picked it up. I flipped through it at the shop. I was like, hey, the art's not bad in this book. Lots of action going on. A lot of people fighting, a lot of chaos, a lot of craziness. I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I'll just jump in and see what this issue's about, not knowing anything about what's going on in the Avengers. I think the last Avengers issue I read was issue 50. So I didn't read anything up to that, and then I didn't read anything since then. So I'm just going to jump in, just do like a pulse check real quick, see what's going on with the Avengers over here. And you never know. Maybe I'll pick it up going forward. We have Reckoning War, Trial of the Watcher, just again to get reoriented to what's going on, get a little bit more Watcher, a little bit more Galactus, a little bit more Fantastic Four into my life. I did like the Reckoning War one-shot or whatever it was that came out a little while ago to kind of set this story up, presumably. And just kind of anxious to get back into it. Again, the art's not terrible in here. It's a bunch of characters I'm not quite familiar with, so I'm anxious to kind of get in there and see what they're doing because the premise was at least interesting. All right, we have Carnage number 1 from Ram V. Again, I flipped through this at the shop and the art was pretty interesting. Lots of gore, lots of chaos, lots of fighting. We got Ram V on here. We got Carnage. We got a lot of good things in the pot right here. Hopefully the execution is going to be good. I'm a little bit on the edge still with Venom in general with Al Ewing and Ram V and Hitch on the art. So we'll see if this is going to like tip the scale, tip my overall interest in symbiotes one way or the other. So there's kind of a lot riding on this one for me personally with that one, with the whole symbiote stuff going on in Marvel right now. But that's it for Marvel. Not a whole lot of books. It's a relatively light week, I've heard, across the board for everybody, but that's still a lot of good books to get into. We're going to get into DC next. This is a Blame Phable. We got the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee homage cover to World's Finest, Batman Superman. Pretty interesting. I've read this one. I did like it overall. It was like a very generic, action-filled kind of a comic book. A lot of interesting characters, some cool battles, some interesting concepts. Not something super original, but it was still fun, and I had a great time reading it. Full review will be coming out on Friday. And then we have Teenie Howard over on Catwoman number 41 with Leon on art, which is like the strongest part about this book. But the story is actually not that bad either. Got the Jenny Frison cover. Anxious to get into there, and hopefully the story continues and evolves and keeps up with like the crazy art style that we have and that really nice art style. So that's it for DC. Only 2 DC books. We're gonna go over it in some indies. We have a new number 1 called Slumber, And I read this one this morning, and it's actually a pretty interesting book. It's about like these guys who infiltrate the minds of people who are sleeping and have nightmares, and they pretty much assassinate the nightmares to help these people kind of like rest and get comfort. Pretty interesting premise. The art's pretty colorful. It's zany. It's crazy. Lots of crazy stuff happens in this book. So I enjoyed it. I'm actually going to keep going with it because I thought it was pretty fun. I can see it kind of like winding down and getting a little bit too much later, but we'll see. I thought issue number 1 was pretty good though. So we're going to keep going with that. What's the furthest place from here? Issue number 5. We have our Escape Planet Earth. So we're going to get some aliens and stuff like that. We kind of know more about these people from the last issue. We had our Carney issue last issue. So we're going to learn more about these people, I suppose. So we'll see where it goes. Pretty interesting story. I do dig this run right here. We have Rain from David M. Boer. We have a Joe Hill comic. This is issue number 3. Issue number 1 did a really good job of introducing the characters. We got to witness the event that actually kind of like wiped out the town. It's starting to spread. We need to kind of go out on our own right now, go through the carnage, warn some other people, tell loved ones what's going on, things like that. People are trying to like get over what happened, but at the same time, it's very dangerous to go out right now. So we'll see what happens in issue number 3. And then we have Silver Coin. This is our Michael Walsh, I believe, written and drawn issue here. This is issue number 10. I'm actually 2-3 issues behind before this one. So I think I have 8, 9, and then now this one to read. So I'll probably kind of put this one to the side, get caught up on those, and then I'll let you know what I thought about them at a later date. But right now I'm just kind of stacking Silver Coin. I've heard they've been great. It just had some distribution issues or something like that kind of put me back, and then I just have to play catch up right now. And then another book kind of like that was Heavy Metal Drummer. I got issue number 1 a little bit later, about a week after it came out. And then I got issue number 2. I'm going to be stacking these, and I'll be doing a review on them at some point, maybe just on Instagram or something like that. So that's what I picked up this last week. What did you guys get? What are you most excited about reading? Let me know down below in the comments. So thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, share, hit that bell notification for future videos. Appreciate you watching. We'll see you in the comments.